What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. We got to go over Shiba Inu here today. If you haven't seen my previous Shiba Inu video, definitely check that out. It goes over the scam and the contract addresses that have been listed to CoinMarketCap about Shiba Inu. But this video is going to be specifically on the technical analysis with Shiba Inu and some rumors that are circulating that I know you all know about. So anyways, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you all want me to go over next. And also, if you want these automated trading indicators, definitely check out the Vital Algo link in the description and use the discount code Marsellis for 25% off. Now let's go straight over Shiba Inu. So the first thing I want to talk about here with Shiba Inu is what we were talking about on the 3rd of January. So there's always two scenarios in crypto. It could either be the bullish scenario that could happen or the bearish one. So there's never one size fits all, pretty much is what I'm saying. There's never 100% uptrend that you could have or 100% downtrend. You just never know what's going to happen. So the scenario that I gave inside January 3rd went over our supply and demand areas of more demand, which is at the green areas, and less demand, which is at the red areas. Notice how back here on January 3rd, we had way more red areas of less demand with Shiba Inu. Notice with the more demand areas on the green areas, we had way less of those, and they were also more on the downside, pretty much showing that Shiba Inu was more than likely going to go on the downside. So I was showing back here how on January 3rd, the 3rd going into the 4th, it was pretty much showing that we had way less demand at all these levels all the way up from here, the 3.4 area to the 3.5 area to the 3.7 area, 3.8 area, 3.9, 3.4, etc. There was way less demand for Shiba Inu around those areas. So we were way less likely to hit those areas. That's why I drew this line down here, showing what we're more than likely going to do because we did not have enough demand for Shiba Inu to pretty much bring Shiba Inu up. That's exactly what happened. I was like, look, the next supply and demand of more demand for Shiba Inu would be right here back on the 4th and the 5th of January. So you've seen that was around the 2A area. So I was like, look, we're probably going to end up downtrending to the 2A area. And I haven't done a technical analysis since because I have moved into a new place. So I didn't really have time to keep this up. I was making daily videos on Shiba Inu showing where we could possibly go next with Shiba Inu, and I pretty much predicted a lot of different downtrends and uptrends inside Shiba Inu. I'm not a guru or anything like that. I just follow automated technical indicators from Vital Algo. Definitely check out the Vital Algo link in the description. Use the discount code Marsellis for 25% off. Anyways, remember, I'm not a French advisor, none of this French advice. Let's keep going over this though. So pretty much told you, look, we're going to be going down to this next supply and demand area of more demand, but it is such a lightly shaded green area that we're just not going to have enough demand to hold it. And that whole lightly green shaded area is over here. I know you can see it. If you can't, you're just going to have to zoom in a little bit more, but it's very lightly shaded, so you really can't see it that much. So we did go down to that area, and we ended up trending all the way down there. So pretty much what happened after that, the next supply and demand area of more demand was way lower than that. And it really didn't come around until the lower area of 2.8. So that's where we've seen that area. And then this brings us to where we're at now. So let's do this technical analysis for the current movements of Shiba Inu. Now you see the 24-hour market control is in control by the bears by 60% here inside Shiba Inu. So what we're going to see next here, you can see two different areas that we have going on right here at Shiba Inu. You can see we had heavy resistance all the way up here at the 3.2 area. Right now, we're having some pretty good support here down at the 2.9 area and down here at the lower of 2.6 and 2.65. So those are our two support areas from 2.9 down to 2.6. So right now, what you're probably going to see here with Shiba Inu, as you can see here on the oscillator, we're coming like straight off of an oversold area, and we actually had some buying coming off this oversold area because that was a huge sell-off there. And it was a bunch of rumors, not even rumors, it's pretty much bad stuff going on with the Shiba Inu contract or different contract addresses on CoinMarketCap trying to imitate Shiba Inu. And that's pretty much why we had that sell-off. And then why we had this jump here, this huge rise in price action, that is because of this right here. So actually, no, not this right here. Shiba Inu surged at 16% after rumors of Robinhood listing. So that's why we rose on that huge 16% jump, because there's a lot of rumors about Robinhood. So let's go over this. So Shiba Inu surged at 16% after Robinhood listings. Shiba Inu has jumped 16% on Thursday. So Shiba Inu prices reached a high of the 0.003 area during early Asian hours. So price chart suggests a move followed a bounce from the resistance tuned support or turned support levels of the 2.7 area. However, the token remains in a broader downtrend as prices dropped 62% since reaching all-time high. And as you know, everything is going down, so you really can't single Shiba Inu out and be like, look, Shiba Inu's crashing. I told y'all he's going to crash. Like, no, you can't do that. Everything's going down, not just Shiba Inu. Actually, if you look at it, Shiba Inu is down way less than what Bitcoin is if we're looking at it from a percentage wise. But if we're looking at it from where Shiba was at its all-time high, then Shiba Inu would be down more from its all-time high. But if we're looking at it just within the last weeks, then it's obviously going to be Shiba Inu is up more than what Bitcoin is in percentage wise. But anyways, let's keep going over this. So the next thing I want to show here with Shiba Inu is the this whole 16% surge in the actual tweet, and the rumors have been circulating. So anyways, the price bump came shortly after rumors of a listing of Robinhood did the rounds on Twitter. It was going crazy on Twitter. So Shiba Inu Robinhood listing set to come as early as February. A tweet by business news handles Zero Hedge read. So Robinhood did not return requests for comment. So Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev previously denied plans for listing Shiba Inu on the influential stock trading application in October 21st. It goes back to safety first, right? So we're not generally going to be the first to add any new asset. We want to make sure that it goes through a stringent set of criteria. So that's pretty much what he said to CNBC. So additionally, Shiba Inu was listed onto pretty much a lot of different platforms. Bitso, one of Mexico's largest crypto platforms. So this is what we got over here. Bitso, one of Mexico's largest platforms. This is a huge listing right here. So shout out to them for listing Shiba Inu. And then they got the whole translation over here. So yeah, freshly on Bitso. So that's pretty good news right there. But yeah, still not on Robinhood yet. Additionally, since we were listed to Bitso, however, the announcement did little to affect the prices. So it didn't really affect the prices too much. Now, the bump in Shiba Inu saw other meme coins such as Dogecoin gaining as much as 14% in the past hour. Baby Doge obviously has been going crazy, Floki, all that good stuff. So pretty much what we could see for Shiba Inu inside the near future is what we're going to see inside Bitcoin, which is pretty much what's going on with the whole Federal Reserve and the inflation and Jerome Powell, what they're going over. So as you can see over here, Bitcoin rose to the $43,000 level on Wednesday as Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said the state would take measures to curb inflation in the coming months, as reported. So there's been a lot going on inside the whole global financial markets, which is why everything's going down right now. But, we had a little bit of a rise in price action, but now it's going right back down because there's still a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt for inflation and all that stuff going on there. Now, let's keep going over the technicals for Shiba Inu. So right here, you see the more demand area. We just now bounced off it. So we have two scenarios. Like I said, there's always two scenarios that could happen. We're never going to 100% know if we're going to go up or down. All we know is what we got that shows here. So what we got right now is our supply and demand of more demand. So we could end up dropping down to this area right here, which is the lower, or actually the higher of 2.8, around 2.850. And then probably bouncing back up to this next area here and trading between the 2.8 and 2.9 area. Now, if we fail to hold above the 2.829 area, if we fail to break out from there, if we go back down to the 2.8 area, then that's when you'll see Shiba Inu go down to this next supply and demand area. So this next supply and demand area brings us down all the way to here to the 2.7 area, all the way down to the 2.65 area. So if Shiba Inu cannot break out from this area here, if we can't do something like this and break out to this next area up here, which would be the 3.2 area, if we can't break out all the way up to 3.2, then you'll see Shiba Inu pretty much going down here to this area of 2.7. And if we can't hold 2.7, it'll go down to 2.50. And then from there, we don't have our supply and demand for that level yet. So we can't predict how much lower we can go below 2.6, 2.650. We can't pretty much predict how low we're going to go below there because we do not have supply and demand areas set for that area yet. Now we can look at previous areas and speculate what we could possibly do, but we haven't been that low in a while. So it's going to be hard to make those speculations because look, we've been, going long here inside Shiba Inu for a long time, and we haven't really had 2.650 in a long time. So right now, we just got to do the technical analysis for this area. And if we go down to 2.650, that's when those supply and demand areas will be made. And that's when we'll know how much lower we can go from there. But yeah, if we can, like I said, if we cannot break out of this area, if we can't go above the 3.0 area, break above 3.0 and go to 3.2, if we can't retest that resistance, then you are going to see Shiba Inu 100% go back down to 2.8. If we can't continue to hold above 2.8, then you will 100% see Shiba Inu go down to 2.6. That's if we can't hold above those areas. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. You can never be 100% sure whether or not we're going up or down, but you can be 100% sure where your supply and demand levels are, where you have more demand and less demand. And where we have more demand is more than likely around the 2.8 area, like I said, and then around the 2.6 area, you have more demand around those areas. So those will be our supports. and then you have less demand all the way up here around the 3-2 areas. Now, all of this can be thrown out the window if we get listed to Robinhood. Literally, everything will get thrown out the window. Shiba Inu will probably knock off at zero if we get listed to Robinhood. It's literally one of the biggest trading apps out there, and it just gives people who know nothing about crypto the opportunity to buy into Shiba Inu. Now, there's a lot of other platforms like that, but Robinhood is like the pinnacle of platforms for beginning traders for stocks and crypto now. But anyways, moving on from there with Shiba Inu, we still have price predictions that are pretty much positioned for a bullish launch of 46% or higher. That's what they're saying. Now, I do believe it could happen, but this is the very, 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 very bullish scenario. Like, this is very bullish. Like, I don't know if it could happen, but it's really bullish for them to say that it could happen. But let's go over that. So Shiba Inu price appears ready for a 46% surge as it nears the upper boundary of the governing technical pattern. So slicing above the 00003214 area would put the bullish target at the 4693 area for Shiba Inu. Now, that's a very bullish scenario. So, however, SHIB may face multiple tough obstacles ahead. Just like I showed back here, we have some tough obstacles to pass. 3-2 is heavy resistance for us. You can see, even though we had the rumors of Robinhood, buy the rumors, sell the news, it took us a lot of struggle to try to get above it, and we could not break above it. Now, the only reason why I'm saying more than likely we may take another downtrend is because the overall crypto market. We got to look at the global financial markets. We got to look at Bitcoin, the stock market, the inflation that everyone's been talking about with Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve. We got to look at that type of stuff because that type of stuff is what really runs the market. The only way Shiba Inu can beat that and beat this 60% bearish area that we see is if we get listed to Robinhood for one, or for two, if CoinMarketCap can get this correct, or if three, the SHIB army just goes crazy on social media and we just go crazy trending everywhere. We are trending on Twitter, Google, all that, but we need to be trending everywhere for Shiba Inu to jump, just like how we did previously back in December, November, all that good stuff when Shiba Inu was taking huge price action, huge rise in price action. So anyways, any of this could happen, but we just need to sit back and wait pretty much until we hit our areas of support. So if we can hold above that, then we're going to be doing good. If we can't, we're going to be doing bad. Anyway, Shiba Inu is down 5.4% for the last 24 hours, and that's not too bad. A lot of other stuff is down way more than that, so not too bad, not too shabby. I definitely believe somewhere around 2.6 could be the bottom floor for Shiba Inu, 2.6, 2.0, somewhere around there. I do not see Shiba Inu adding on another zero. I just don't see that happening. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. I just don't see Shiba Inu adding as another zero. I see Shiba Inu knocking a zero off before we even decide to even think about adding a zero. But let's keep going over this. So over here, you can see Shiba Inu bull's eye, a breakout. So Shiba Inu has formed a falling wedge pattern, suggesting a bullish forecast for the token on the 12-hour chart. So if SHIB slices above the upper boundary of the prevailing chart pattern at 00003214, a 46% climb towards the 4693 area could be in the offing. So the momentum reversal indicator has flashed its second consecutive bottom signal, suggesting that Shiba Inu price is ready for a reversal. So the first obstacle for Shiba Inu price will appear at the 12 or at the 50-12-hour simple moving average at the 3296 area, then at the resistance line given by the MRI at the 3417 area. And that's why I was saying 32 area is a huge line of resistance for us. We definitely need to get above that. If we can't, we're going to be bearish. If we can, we're going to be very bullish for Shiba Inu if we get above that level. So the next level of resistance would be that 3-4. So anyways, additional hurdles may emerge at the 112-hour SMA at 00003509 before Shiba Inu price approaches the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level at the 00003638 level. So further selling pressure may propel SHIB towards the 50% Fibonacci retracement level at 3981, coinciding the 212-hour simple moving average. So one last headwind will appear at the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level at the 43 area and then the 46 area if we continue to have that optimistic rise in price action that Shiba Inu so desperately thrives for. So we need that. So I do want to show this here. This is the technicals that they're talking about here. We got to get above this area here at a 3-2 area. If we can't, we're going to be bearish and we're going to go back down to this area here, this little downtrend line. So hopefully Shiba Inu can pass it. But like I said, it really all depends on the global markets and whether or not we get something huge, parabolic news like Robinhood adding us. Now, over here, bigger aspirations paired with a spike in buy orders may incentivize the bulls to target the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level at the 4813 area. So if we can incentivize the bulls to continue to buy into Shiba Inu, we can have a huge rise in price action. And that's kind of what we see in here. If we can keep getting rumors about Shiba Inu, then or about Robinhood listing Shiba Inu, then we could definitely see this coming very soon for Shiba Inu. We just need these rumors to start coming back again, because everyone buys the rumors and they sell the news. But something that I'm liking, that I'm seeing here with the Shiba Inu chart here, is this green area here. This green area of supply and demand just now formed. We were inside of this green area of supply and demand for the longest time. We finally broke out of it and then set another area of supply and demand. If we can break out of this one and then set another area of supply and demand at the 30-50 area, right around here, then that will start. Then you'll start to see Shiba Inu trading between this channel before it eventually tries to come back up here and then retest this resistance up here. And if we can start trading between this channel here and then, do some sideways movement, we can possibly go up to the next area of 3-4 and test that next supply and demand area. So if we could test that next supply and demand area with Shiba Inu, then we can do what they're talking about and go all the way up here to these bullish scenarios. Now, these are the ultra bullish scenarios. If we trade between these levels, Shiba Inu is just going to go crazy parabolic, and we'll get up to the 4.0 area, eventually up to the 4.6, 4.8 area. But that's going to take something like Robinhood listing us. That's going to take something like the whole Sheep army, going crazy on social media for Shiba Inu. Now, we always got to talk about the bearish scenario as well. It can't just be all bullish. So, however, if selling pressure rises, Shiba Inu price may slide lower within the prevailing chart pattern to tag the nearest support level at the 21-12-hour simple moving average at 2993. And additional footholds may emerge for Shiba Inu around the 2.9 area, and then our low around the 2.8 area for January 5th. That's why I was talking about the January 5th area, because that is the last area I did that was the last area I did technical analysis for, one. And then for two, that's also where we start to have the downtrend coming in way heavier. So that is why that day in that area, in that level, is so important for Shiba Inu. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the technicals. I just wanted to show you all that and let you all know exactly what I think. Now, we do got good stuff going on for Bone. So Bone Shiba Swap, we just got this to MXC. So MXC Global. So MXC will list the Bone in the assessment zone under Bone/USDT pair. So that's pretty good right there. And this happened on January 11th for trading, and the deposit and withdrawals, all that good stuff already happened. So we do have a lot of good stuff going on for Shiba Inu, which is the type of stuff that helps send Shiba Inu to the moon. Not to mention, we just got Bitso listing Shiba Inu as well. So as Shiba Inu gets these new listings, that's more money flowing into Shiba Inu. And I know this isn't Shiba Inu, it's Bone, which I don't really cover Bone that much here, but Bone is a part of Shiba Inu, it's part of Shiba Swap. So that's why this matters a lot. So stuff like this, if we can get Bone listed to major platforms as well, because you got to think, Shiba Inu is listed to almost all major platforms, but Bone and Leash are not. So if we can get Bone and Leash listed to those platforms as well, that'll also help Shiba Inu out immensely. So definitely we need to see stuff like that happen. But yeah, anyways, over here you see 1.137 million for the holders right now. So that's a pretty good amount of holders, but Shiba Inu needs to go harder and get more holders. As you know, Baby Doge is already at 1.2 million holders. So we need to see Shiba Inu hit 1.2 million as well to keep up with all the other tokens that are rising as well. So we need to see what we had inside of Shiba Inu way back here when you've seen Shiba Inu just going crazy around October, when you're seeing those huge rises in price action for Shiba Inu all the way down from 3 area all the way up here to the all-time highs that we had of 8.6. So that's what we need to see for Shiba Inu. We need Shiba Inu to do the same kind of thing and reenact the same kind of movement. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for you all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe. It really does help the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. If you want these automated trading indicators, definitely check out the bottom. I'll link in the description and use the discount code Marsellis for 25% off. And as always, I'll be back with another video. Peace.